Happy Canada Day. Back in Ontario, City News weather, July 1st. Let's see what's going on this morning here. Again, this is our big guy down in Stratford. The one that City News weather on their map has blocked, so you can't see when you zoom in right down into this nice little circle area here. As soon as you get close enough, no picture. But if you line up these maps, one from City News weather, you can clearly see down in here is where something's going on. A, because of the rings. 2, when you zoom in, you see nothing. So, let's go over to Google, and that's exactly what you will see. This big guy right here. That's a big antenna. And right in the middle of a cornfield. Of course. Perfect place to put it, I guess. But that's the big guy out in Stratford. Now, you can clearly see down in here, same area. Driving the storms. Let's move up to Parry Sound area. We'll follow this storm up. You can see where the line reaches all the way up. All the way up. And then you see the lines change going this way. As opposed to over here, you see it going this way. And what we have up here, see the directions of the change. This guy right up in here, he's changed. You can see how that's swooping. You see it coming in, and if you look closely in here, this is going to be our focus point, because you can see the line up in here. You see it stretching here when it in little spots. Well, let's just see what's down in here. I believe this is going to be our Doppler radar, or NexRad, however which way you want to call it. And there it is right there. And City News has not blocked this guy. And that's this guy here. And these towers with these signals, it's quite amazing how far they could actually reach. Where they actually interconnect with each other. As they travel. So they could direct, redirect. But you can clearly see in these pictures here that there's something from this tower that's driving these storms. I'm just waiting for the guy up here, King City area. That's the one closest to where I live in Toronto. Just to see how this one's going to react with this stuff when it comes over. And so on and so forth. To the one out here in Ashton by Ottawa. But heads up to everybody out there this morning. Looks like we got a little bit of nasties coming in. Don't know how strong it's going to be, but time will tell. So just a heads up. We got our radars going. Just to add a little bit to this stuff too. I don't know if everybody's experiencing this the same as I am, but I pretty much know when these things are turned on. I get this crazy humming in my ears. It seems like my ears, but I don't think it's in my ears at all. I think it's directly driven right into your brain area. It's like a high pitch noise. Sometimes it's a different loudness, and other times it's just a different sound altogether, but I always get the same thing. Not in both ears either. Sometimes in both. Usually just in one. But yeah, when these guys fire up, they can really cause havoc. Not only to the weather, but I believe to the human body. They create a lot of problems, I think. More than what we can understand at this point. I've also been noticing these little guys popping up. I'm going to show you as soon as it starts getting thicker. You'll start seeing little type of rings flashing up here. But they're all over the place. Little small ones. And I'm not 100% sure what they are. I think, personally I think, and I'm going to do a little more investigating, but I think the ones that you see flash up in the green areas and the yellow areas, I think that's probably these regular cell phone towers that you see. I'm not sure if they're helping the situation or if that's just the actual frequency bouncing off of them. But you will see, I will show you these small little spurts of round things that pop up in these storms as they go through. And there's one just starting just up here. I've seen it flash. But it's a lot easier to see when there's a lot more moisture. There's a big storm happening. I will show you them today because I'm sure we're gonna see some good stuff today with the storms. Almost certain of it. Seems like they're just lining up stuff here for Canada Day celebrations. I suppose this is going to be their celebration. But heads up, eyes to the skies. We're going to see what's going to happen here today. I'm going to keep a close eye on it this morning. Again, it's July 1st, 6:15 approximately, and these storms are being driven. I'm just going to keep a very close eye on it. Moving quickly, actually, when you timeline it, because this guy's almost right out of the Stratford area, and that's where he is just west of Stratford. That big antenna. So we'll see what happens when it gets in and around the Richmond Hill area or the King City, down into this guy. That is a new member of the next radar. Our newest member to join us here, King City. It's like the same one up at Parry Sound area. It's the Doppler radar, or next radar, however they pronounce it. I'm just going to try to find this guy here. He's in between Side Road 16 and Side Road 17, just off Jane Street, in between Jane Street and the 400 highway. Now here's the 16th Side Road. little friend right there. Well, I'm not sure how much of a friend he is. I personally believe, this guy right here was a big supporting factor in the tornadoes that touched down in southern Ontario here just a couple weeks back. One week we had the tornado there, and the second week, 7 days afterwards, had another big storm and another tornado. And it all just seems to be in southern Ontario. Southwestern Ontario is really the bad stuff. And I believe only because these guys all line up. This guy, and this guy up here in Parry Sound. And then you got our friends over here in Ottawa, who will be showing up shortly as soon as the moisture, I guess, from this guy gets over there. But keep a close eye on the skies. It's going to get messy.